I still won't curse in front of an adult.
Right.
These young boys is like, I'm like, yo, like I'm grown now. It ain't no way I'm gonna go in there and curse in front of your mom.
Right.
It's just, but that's at home. Your mom, you can't go. It's certain principles that was instilled in you that was instilled in me. We just know better.
Right.
So I do feel like a lot of it comes from home, but then the next part comes from the environment.
Yeah. Hey y'all, so this is Milano Mindset, and here today we have Nehemiah Davis, aka Neo. So Neo is an amazing man. He is a phenomenal entrepreneur. He is a great father, and he is also my dear friend. So thank you so much, Neo, for being here.
Happy to be here.
Today.
What's good? West Philly to the world. We outside.
West Philly to the world.
Yeah.
Y'all, so let me just tell y'all about Neo. Neo did not come with a blueprint. His father was incarcerated since he was 2 years old.
He died there.
He passed away in prison.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Sorry to hear about that. He was fired from all of his jobs.
Yes.
He dropped out of high school.
Kicked out.
Kicked out of high school.
College.
Sorry. Messing up the story.
No, you good. Kicked out of high school and college. Both.
Really?
Yeah, both.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to get into that.
Yeah.
But now he is an 8-figure entrepreneur. He's running an amazing company, the Circle of Greatness. He has a phenomenal foundation, the Nehemiah Foundation, where he has given back to over 300,000 people. Like, he's impacting lives for real. And I've been able to witness it. Like, you inspire me to be better.
I appreciate you.
Just watching you, bro, you inspired me to be better. To be honest, you even inspired me to create Milano's Rouge.
I remember you said that. It made me feel good to see what you built here. I was speaking earlier, and it's funny. I thought about sending a wild little message, and even you, like, y'all not regular. I know it become normal your day in day life, but coming here to the warehouse, what's this 20,000-30,000 square feet or something?
21.
This is not regular. This is a serious business. So congrats to you too.
Thank you so much. You guys is good.
Yeah, facts.
Of course. I gotta find that photo because I remember I bought the Success sweatshirt from you.
Yeah.
And you was selling it outside of the trunk of your car, just like me. I saw you and I'm like, oh dang, mom, I want to have a brand just like Neo. And I watched your story. I'm like, Neo dad was in jail like my dad. Like, oh, I can do it too. So you definitely inspired me. So
Appreciate you.
Milano de Rouge would not be here, y'all, if it wasn't for Neo.
That's
So
love. I appreciate that. I like you.
your father was locked up since you was 2 years old.
Yeah.
What is the first memory that you can remember about your dad? Do you have any memories that you can think of?
I don't have no memories at all of when I was 2. I do remember going to Greater Fort Prison several times. I would go meet him there at prison, get snacks out the machine. Mm-hmm. I remember going there a few times, but it's kind of like very faint. Like, it's not like super detailed. I remember going to the vending machines. You got to go through, put your hands on. It was like all the stuff you had to go through to get inside of the prison. And that's all I really remember. I probably visited them about a dozen times, but I don't remember a lot, man. I'll say this because some people are, like, they hold a grudge against their father, or like, my dad wasn't in my life. Like, I do know my life. I don't know if it would be better because I went down the wrong path depending on what he was doing. I'm not certain. But I'm not mad at him. Like, some people just, forget my dad. My mom and grandma took such good care of me. It was like the void was filled almost. It was like I didn't know I didn't have a father, but I looked at it in the hood, it was kind of normal. Like, nobody really had pops like that, except for a few of my friends had a dad. Right. So it was kind of like, it's normal business.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you mentioned that you wasn't really upset, because me, I was.
Right.
I think I was upset.
Before.
Yeah, I was upset because he got locked up when I was 10 months, came home when I was 10 years old, and then got locked back up when I was 12. Okay. And I felt like,
murder.
Why would you do that, huh?
Murder.
Yeah, but this time he's locked up for something that someone else did. Like the hood know that the other person did it, but the street code, you can't tell.
Right.
But this time I'm looking at it like, I was thinking like, why would you do that? Like, you knew you had a kid. You didn't think about me when you made your decision. So I felt away.
Right.
And then as I got
you were
older,
at 10 and you understood it now.
Yeah, I understood it. Like, you just lost all these years from me, and then you just leaving again. And I just got close to you because when he first came home, I was kind of scared. Like, I didn't know what this meant. But But then as I got older, I started to understand, like I understood the trauma just like being a black man,
Yeah.
because it's a lot, the pressure and everything. You come home, you leave jail. When you go to jail, you be like this infamous street person. You come home and then the pressure is on you to be that person again.
Yeah.
So it's like you just backed up in the corner. So I started to understand and I started to give grace. And now that's why I try to help as many young black boys as I can. Just like when you did the thing with it was 25
Yeah.
young black kids
Yeah.
you brought from Philly
Yeah.
over here. It was amazing. That meant a lot to me. When you even did it brought tears to my eyes and I wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But can you tell the people about
Yeah.
what you did?
Yeah.
Just
So one, I appreciate you, being a sponsor and being a part of it. But man, I remember going to the school where I went to a Caucasian school. It was only 50 African Americans out of 1,000. Archbishop Carroll and Radnor. We would catch the train there from Overbrook train station. And I saw like it was another life, growing in West Philly, most likely I grew up in a row home. Like that's normally what you see. And these kids had mansions. They was driving brand new cars to school. Like the field they had a lacrosse field. Like it was just, I'm like, what? It's a whole nother world out here. And one of my favorite quotes from Oliver Wendell Holmes is, once your mind is expanded to a new concept or idea, it's hard to go back to its original way of thinking.
right.
So when you see it, it's hard to unsee it. Right. So fast forward, I got kicked out. Then I went to work. My last job was at the private airport. Every day I would see millionaires and billionaires. So I've learned earlier on, like, exposure is probably the most important thing that someone can see to change. Like you said, I saw you selling shirts. I'm going to do that. Right. Like that is a lot. And that now you built the empire, right? Because of your hard work and dedication. But it was a thought.
Right.
So for me, it was like, man, let's provide for these kids. I really provided what I would want, and I knew it would change. So we selected the kids. They had to apply. We flew 15 kids in, 10 from Atlanta, picked them up from the airports in 25 foreign cars, drove them to a mansion, chef striker on the food.
Not just a mansion, your mansion.
Right, yeah.
Your other mansion.
Yeah, $4.1 million. It was a nice size house. So they stayed there. We decorated. We designed it for them for a fit weekend. Then they come to Milano warehouse where y'all been able to build what you built, also from West Philly. And I let them know, like, this is my homie came from nothing. Like, she built this from the muscle. Came, did a photo shoot. We then took them to my man Richmond. Look where they got fitted for suits. We then took them to Change Church. We took them to an art show. We did dinner. Like, they was full. Like, everywhere we went, 5-course meals were just an amazing meal. And we just sent them home and we taught them business. Yeah. So even now, for the last month or two, every Monday we meet at 8:00.
Wow, with the kids?
Every Monday.
Oh, that's amazing.
And we got a different person teaching them something. We just did credits for them and their parents, learn about credit. We already learned about building a brand, leveraging Shopify. We already learned about how to become an author. So when they're done the 3 months of learning, now they can say, which one of these things you want to lock in on?
I love that.
Yeah,
wow.
So we were trying to really show them, like, because it's nothing wrong with college. Sure, you didn't finish college, did you?
I didn't.
Right, neither did I. But a lot of times they think that's the only out, and you could You could start now when you're busy. Right. You can start making money now. So that was our whole purpose.
No, listen, that's amazing, and I love that y'all keeping up with them. Like, they tracking them. Like,
100%.
Beautiful.
They got to be on the call 7:55 p.m. Video on. If you on by 8:01, you don't get on the call. We're running this like a real program. You cannot play. You miss 2 calls, you out.
That's you creating discipline in them.
Yep.
And the only time I see discipline in a kid like that is when they're in sports. And it should not have to just be sports
100%.
for their discipline. 100%. That's amazing. And if I can join one of those calls on a Monday, I would love to. Because what I would want to talk to them about is their value beyond money.
Yep.
And their value beyond possessions. I feel like a lot of black men, maybe other men, but I deal with black men. So I feel like a lot of black men, they feel like their value is attached to like their dollars.
Yeah.
So they don't understand the value that they bring outside of the money. So when they get with a girl that don't need their money, they don't know what else that they can contribute. So what I'm trying to teach my son is his value in general. because I don't want it to be ever about what he can do, provide financially, you know? So if I can have a conversation with them about that, or just anything else they want to talk about, be more free form, I'd love to join in.
Done deal. Yeah, that's good.
That's amazing. That was like one of the best things I ever seen in my life.
We're about to do the girls now, so I'm excited you're going to be a part of that. We moved a day. It was supposed to be this weekend, but it's going to be next month. Okay. I'll get you the dates.
Yeah, give me the information because I would definitely got to take your girls.
It's going to be fire.
So you lost your dad, right? How old were you when your dad passed away?
My dad, he went in jail at 2 and he did about 30 years ago, 30 years in prison. So I probably lost him. I was probably I'm 38, probably maybe 32 or so. 30, 32, I lost him.
Did they have a funeral?
I don't know whatever happened. I literally don't know. I don't know what happened. I actually wonder what happened. So I don't really remember. They called me. I feel like they told me after the fact. Like we learned maybe a month later or something like that. And so I didn't even know. And we were so far removed. I haven't talked to him. He started losing his mind actually. So you'll talk to him and he's gone. Like it's like my dad spent years in solitude in the hole for whatever reasons. And he just lost his mind. And this is why I follow in Wallow footsteps. About every month, I'm putting up a post, letting these youngins know, one wrong decision, you will be in prison for life. It take 1 minute. Them young boys who kill LGP Qua, rest in peace to that young man.
Rest in peace, Qua.
They trying to take a chain with his logo on it that you can't sell. Y'all both 19, and then you got the driver. I don't know if he got caught, but y'all are going to prison for life.
Yeah.
You're never coming out, and the decision that took 30 seconds to do, the driver's going to jail too,
right?
Forever long when he get caught, but it's not worth it. You killed somebody so talented. His family is destroyed.
Yep.
Y'all going to prison for the rest of your life. Your family's destroyed.
Yeah.
Somebody may try to retaliate us. It's a never ending cycle that just. So I'm trying to figure out how do we get to these young men. That's why I'm doing ages 10 to 16. Let me get to you before the streets do, or before the wrong person in your ear telling you some goofy stuff.
What's so crazy is me moving from Philly to LA. I moved in 2017.
Philly to LA, you said? From
Philly to LA.
Yep.
I moved in 2017. And I normalized a lot of things. I didn't realize that it wasn't normal. I didn't realize that it wasn't normal for me to go to more funerals than weddings and baby showers combined. I normalized that, and I'm talking to people, and they're like, "Wait, what? Like that's different."
Right.
So I do pray for the city. I feel like whatever we can do to try to help combat that, I just pray that we figure it out, because it's really sad.
It is. I'll be trying. I'm like, yo, what to do here? You see Wallow, Gilly, they try hard too. It's just. I think it does start at home, because there's certain things that I just, I'm grown now, I still won't curse in front of an adult.
Right.
It ain't no way I'm going to go in there and curse in front of your mom.
Right.
These young boys I'm like, yo, I'm here, I'm an adult. It's just, but that's at home. Your mom, you can't go, it's certain principles that was instilled in you that was instilled in me. We just know better.
Right.
So I do feel like a lot of it comes from home. But then the next part comes from an environment.
Yeah.
I got lucky. I'll say my mom put me in that private school, because I would have went to Overbrook. Not saying I still wouldn't. I don't think I'd be killing or doing nothing crazy, but it's so easy to get caught up in the wrong environment. It could be something that's, try this weed and this lace.
Right.
Now you addict. It takes a minute to change your whole situation.
1 minute. That's why I be telling my little cousins and stuff, don't be weak-willed or easily influenced. You got to understand who you are.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's important, because if not, one decision, you're in trouble. And I tell people, environment important. You'll start smoking if you're hanging around people that smoke every day. Mm-hmm. By default, you'll start drinking. You'll start unless you got major willpower.
Yeah,
but they're like, yo, try this. You and it's coming from normal. All right, I'll try it.
Right.
Now it becomes a habit.
Right.
Then you get other habits. My uncle graduated from cigarettes to weed to coke to crack And when you get, you know how hard it is. Now he messed up for life. Now he's off of the drugs, but he messed up.
Dang.
Just being around the wrong people.
Yeah. And being around the right people will have that same domino effect.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't come in here and not be motivated.
Right.
I need the young. You cannot see this and not be like, man, you tell me I could get to this too, like this. Like I tell people it's power in that.
It's power in it, exposure.
Yeah,
for sure. For sure. It's crazy because like my heart wants to actually talk about this because that's where I'm at. Like I love talking to, because you know the hood can understand what we're saying. We from it, you know, and we know how to speak to them. Yeah. So like this is where my heart lives. So we're gonna keep kind of running back into this.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I do want to ask you, being as though that your father was in prison. So did you grow up with a male role model at all?
Yeah, no, I grew up with a stepdad, but my stepdad wasn't like, he was like, it was like, I don't know, it was like a waste. It was kind of like, he wasn't really active. He wouldn't be a role model to me. I remember he showed me a check. I won't remember I won't say he said this, but he just showed me a check for like $750. See how much I'm making. Like this, how much I don't know if it says, I don't know if he said you'll never make this stuff, but it was just, I vividly remember seeing that check. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't really have male role models. I started getting mentors later in my life, or when I started getting like 19, 20-ish, I started seeing other people at that time. And like one of my mentors, he owned the fruit truck. So I kept taking my grandma fruit. And then he became my mentor. And the guy who I was buying fruit from, he taught me about stocks. And I couldn't understand it then. Another gentleman taught me about business. So it's like, and these were white men, actually. These two of them were white men. The fruit truck was a black man. And mentor is it's the cheat code. Like you gotta do that, man. It's like, it helps you. It just accelerates everything.
Right. I'm just now getting mentors at this big age.
It's crazy that you built this with no mentor, though. I don't know how you did that.
That by the grace of God.
But it gotta be the grace. Like, I don't know how you built that with no mentor. It's like you would think like, who helped you? And you did that from the muscle.
Yeah, and you know what?
That's crazy.
Just running into the wall quick.
Yeah.
Falling fast. Yeah. Getting right back up.
Yeah.
And God,
people don't get that though.
Yeah,
I'd be like, fail.
People are scared to fail, bro. That's the thing. Like I come from down the bottom.
Yeah.
There's no way to go but up.
Yeah.
And you don't fail. You just learn and you keep moving. So
I tell people that. I call it failure is like data points. You know what not to do next time. It's testing.
Yeah.
I just know they don't fail because they like, oh, it's going to break me. And then you end up never doing nothing because you weren't about the failure.
Yeah.
I fail every week on something. Something ain't working every week.
Every day.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, something.
Like what the?
Yeah.
You want to talk about failures? The hell?
Yeah, 100%.
Man, listen. Yeah. I think if people are scared to fail, it's just like you got to fail fast.
But they holding themselves back too. Like if you're scared to fail, you're basically saying you don't want more. You're not even trying.
And you stand right in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I was just telling them earlier, a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. You're not going to grow in your comfort zone. Yeah. So being as though that you didn't have a great role model, a father figure, how did you become one? How did you become this great man? Because I can see that you are a great dad. The way your kids love on you, you do affirmations with them. Yeah. You like, just seeing what you do with your kids, I be looking at, oh, let me try that with my son. Yeah. So like, how do you? Man,
it's one, I don't think I was a great dad. So before I got married, my girlfriend had a daughter, which is now my wife, which is now my daughter. And I don't think I did as good as I could have done, which I regret sometimes. But I am happy to say that what I've learned, somebody said, some things are caught and not taught. Mm-hmm. So although I wasn't telling her to do this, do that, she's a full-time entrepreneur right now. She just graduated high school. Amazing. She make over $10,000 a month. She's buying a brand new Benz with her own money. Yes. Right, I told her I'm put $5K towards however you want it, but with her own money, just got approved for her own apartment, 19. No co-signers. Again, I put her in position with credit stuff, but she on her own, so she's been watching. Mm-hmm. So when I was growing up, I'm like, yo, you probably got to go to school because I don't think you listen to the things I'm saying. But she was paying attention, so I'm grateful. But now it's just with my children, my little children's like, I'm looking to be more present. I'm looking to teach them because I look at Trump. I looked at Trump earlier on. This is before, whether you like him or don't, his kids can go run $1 billion. Ivanka, them kids he got were built to run empires. So I'm like, what does it take to do that? Like, I want Ocean is the one where I'm like, yo, she gonna run stuff. Like, I'm making like, she's the one. Like, I'm grooming her up to be that person.
Right.
So I'm focusing them more on just trying to show them what's possible. Yeah. But I don't think you learn by doing. Like, I'm just sitting there learning. I want them to learn. Like, I like school, but I feel like it teaches you a lot of unnecessary stuff so I'm teaching them about money. I'm teaching them how to communicate. I'm teaching them about business. I'm teaching her about contracts, things that I read recently. Like, sometimes school, you're spending 8 hours in there and a lot of it just be unnecessary information. Like, you only need a couple hours a day to grasp what you need. So I'm trying to do a mix of school and show my kids real life stuff, travel with them and just show them different things.
Are you homeschooling?
Somewhat, like, Kumai, where our kids go in Kumai. So we doing the hybrid of homeschooling, Kumai, my own training, but we're about to take it a bit more serious this year.
What's your own training? Because I need Zara to come to your training.
Yeah, so my training is like, for example, I'm about to dial it all the way in, but
Dial it in.
yeah, I'm working on it. So for example, Thursdays and Fridays is like their days they go out. It's more like the zoo, it's the aquarium. It's Kumai each of them days. Kumai, zoo, aquarium, more fun, get to see things.
Right.
Then once a week, when I'm out, Ocean, come with me to a conference. So I just took her with me to a place I spoke at. We're going to sit here and look at this conference.
Oh, I love that.
We doing money. So I put money on here is $1, $5, 10. Now you're teaching about money. Now Ocean's learning her sales pitch right now.
Oh, wow.
So now when she introduced herself to you, I tell her, hi, my name is Ocean. I'm a 5-year-old entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. So it's phase 1. Now I got a product. I'm selling for this. So I'm basically trying to give them real life training of things that you need to know now.
I absolutely love that. I'm not sure. Did you hear of that book by Melody Dobson? She wrote a kid's book on money.
Okay, no.
For my son.
The name sounds familiar.
She is she's the CEO of Ariel Investments.
Okay, I'm not familiar. Okay.
Phenomenal.
Okay, yeah, I'll make sure I buy it.
With Emma. But yeah, It's a good book. I bought it for us. The reviews were good. I just bought it for Zara, and I also bought him an ATM bank. Yeah. So his little piggy bank is an ATM. That's
good. I need a piggy bank.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get one of that.
It's so cool on Amazon.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that today.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. You gonna let me know your homeschool teacher?
Yeah, I'm let you.
I was thinking about homeschool.
And my kids now, we got a new nanny, so same product. You only could speak to my kids in Spanish, so now my kids, they fluent. They're not speaking fluent, but they understand it fluently.
Good.
But yeah, I'm getting her. The issue with the homeschool for you and I, we're busy, right. So you got to actually have somebody to implement the programs. Right. But for example, homeschool is also like we have a gymnastic girl used to come once a week. They flipping on mat. So it's also bringing in people to you to do certain things as part of their schedule.
I love that. Yeah. Bro, we can talk forever. Because I want to know, wait, more? Who are these people? So I'm going to hit you up.
Yeah, I got you there. Safe people, too. You know what I mean? Who you will let come to your house.
I already know. Once you let them come to your house.
Yeah. You know that, yeah.
So I love that because you didn't have the role model and you just become an amazing dad. Because sometimes I see that it can go either way, right? Yeah. You could become what you missed.
Yeah.
Or you could become what you never knew you had. Because some men, they have their kids and they didn't have a father, so they don't understand the importance of a male figure. They don't understand the importance of a father. They think that, my mom did it all, so you can do it all too. And I've seen that. So I've seen both sides of the spectrum, but I more so see that men that didn't have their fathers, they just become your kid don't need you.
Right. And you know what else I do? I watch how other men who I look up to, how they operate with their children. So again, one of my mentors, Carl, who owned the Urban Art Gallery, is like one of the things he said, man, I kept my daughter busy. Like she just do it. Now I'm keeping my kids busy. Like they learn time management with that. It just keeps them out of trouble. And one thing, my kids, I doubt they're going to college, but one thing that each of his kids did, so if my kids were to go to college, like, yo, I'm going to buy you a brand new car if you get a full ride.
Right.
Both of his kids worked to get a full ride because they got a brand new car.
Right.
But think about that. That's $20,000 for a car versus $200,
yeah, right,
for tuition.
Yeah, right.
And then I told you I look up to Jesse Itzler. So I'm learning now. I'm praising my kids for just trying that.
Yeah.
So just good job, Ocean. Good job. They fall. Good job, Dream. It's good. Felling. So my kids know felling is good. Dream will come out with her skates and fall on purpose. Hi, Dad. Right. But before it's like, now we know I want you to fall. Right. I want you to fail. Now, so I'm changing how they think about, well, how failure is thought about.
Yeah. So I know Jesse is one of your mentors, and his somebody.
He's not a mentor yet, but I would like him to be.
Manifesting it.
Yeah, for sure.
His wife is a mentor in my head because I watched a lot of her interviews, and she did mention that her father, every day at the dinner table, he would say, "What did you feel like today?" Yeah. Because he wanted them to embrace failing. So that's how she built Spanx, because she wasn't afraid to fail. And I'm like, all right, I need to implement that with my son too.
Yeah, it's powerful. Yeah, I was you know, Jalil or whatever. I was at a dinner with him and his parents, and he was just saying his affirmation. Like, affirmations are also important. Like, my mom used to say, my son won't lie, won't cheat, won't steal, won't sneak. She used to say it to me every day. It was ingrained in my brain. So now I'm doing them affirmations every day. I'm a CEO, I'm a boss. Like, I'm putting it in their brain. So after a while, you're going to become that thing that you keep hearing about.
I love that. Even just speaking on your mother, right? I need to sit down more with her because she needs.
Sure.
I need to know exactly what she did with you.
Yeah.
Because your mom is amazing. I mean, she just exudes.
Pray every day. I'm sure you're doing that over your son.
I am.
She did that every day.
I am.
Even when
we're praying at night, we're praying like literally holding hands, praying, talking to God.
100%. That's what she did. Not to hold hand, like she would hold me, but because I'm trying to, Mom, I ain't trying to hear all that crap. You know what I'm saying? But on her own. But yeah, we'll set that up.
She exudes peace.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think she's an amazing woman. So like, what made you get into like just giving back? Because you make me want to give back more. Yeah. Like how? Like where did that?
I got an opportunity for you Saturday if you in town too. We'll talk about it. But
is it?
I don't know what's Saturday.
14th. Well, yeah, just
okay,
like
yeah. So essentially, we're gonna feed. I'll tell you. Well, basically, we're feeding 800 families, but I mean real food. They getting shrimp, chicken, fish. Like their car will be filled when they leave. We'll talk about it. But
yeah, definitely. Let me know.
Yeah. My mom giving back. So when I started my business, my mom from growing up said you got to give back, and at the time it was the Special Olympics. Son, you gonna go down to Special Olympics? I'm like, Mom, I really can't because I just couldn't at the. I was like, I couldn't at the time. And as I grew up, start making money. I wasn't making money. Son, you making money on your fruit truck? We gotta give back. I'm like, Mom, I ain't making money. You gotta always give back, she said. So I took $50 out of the money that I made. Mind you, I've never made more than $30, $40 profit working on my fruit truck working 16-hour days. Wow. So I said, here's the 50. She went and bought sandwiches, drinks, gloves, and she went and fed the homeless, right? Came back, her and our sisters. I'm like, how was it? It was great. We served 50 people. I'm like, no way. That was fast. I said, let me go down and do it. I went and did it with her. I'm like, wow, it really made me feel good. Like, so we went and fed the homeless, and we did that straight for the next 9 to 10 years straight in Philly. And then we added on the back to school events. Then we added on the taking kids skiing. Then we just kept adding on more things. Once you start giving back, it gives you a certain feeling that makes you feel good. And now you want to figure out, how do I just keep doing it?
Right.
And what a lot of people don't understand, it don't cost a lot to do it.
Right.
$50 to go give to 50 people. Right. And don't make it eat. Don't let me go get, Milan, let me get some sneakers that you got in your closet. Let me get some sneakers you got here. Now I'm gathering things that they need that cost me nothing. I'm like, It just costs you time.
Right.
So what I've learned that to make a difference doesn't really cost that much, depending on how you're doing it. Like to go feed the homeless is $100 in today's time at the most. So I just look at all of those things like, it's very important. So she instilled in me and just stuck with me. So that's what we do. I had my children last week. They had to feed the homeless. They now got to do it. You got to see that. Because our kids, your kid and my kid, they're not living regular. They're not living like how we grew up. And I'm sure your mom was like, we didn't grow up not eating.
Right.
Like it wasn't no struggle with, I would assume, I never had the heat off.
Yeah.
I never had to take cold. Like I grew up regular. I was in the hood, but I grew up, wasn't no struggle.
I grew up good where I didn't even think nothing. Because
I wasn't eating oodles and noodles. Like I was on some regular. But how our kids live now was just they have no clue that I don't think they understand that how they live is not normal. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I look at my kids, they go out in the backyard now, they can run. West Philly, they can't go hang out in the front or the back of the crib like that. And now I'm like, it's just different. So I'm happy about it.
So you got some. So they're volunteering. Zara just volunteered. Yeah. We fed the homeless
you told me about
his
that.
birthday.
That was fire.
And it was so amazing. Like, so you definitely told me, like, bro, all you need to do is get 8 boxes of pizza. You could feed 80 people.
Yep.
And yada yada.
It was easy, right?
It was easy. We got Taco Bell.
Yep. That works.
But it worked. It was so it was,
and they loved it too.
Amazing. Yeah. So
imagine if somebody did that every week. That costs $100 to let me grab these, go hand these Jones out. Easy work.
Yeah, that was amazing. And so, like, one of the things I wanted. So, wait, how is your nonprofit? Actually, we can do that off camera because I want to talk to your mom. I want to set up a nonprofit because I've been giving back forever since I started.
You need to do it through the nonprofit.
Yeah, and I'll tell
even for tax, you don't give back for tax purposes. I don't give back for tax purposes. Because a lot of people, it's taxes. I've been doing this when I had no money. I'm not doing this because, I could write it off. Yes, you can write it off. But I've been doing this when I wasn't making money.
Right.
The first 10 years in business, I couldn't write anything off because I ain't making no darn money.
Right. And you still was giving back.
Oh, yeah.
Because me, personally, a lot of the people I actually give back to, they don't have 501Cs because I'm giving to the people.
100%.
So that's why I was like, you probably need to create a nonprofit. I gave back so much money. Like one year I gave back $50,000, but it was to people like single moms.
Yeah. Saw how she give back to people. Yeah.
Literally straight to the people. So it's like, you got to create a nonprofit.
100%.
You cannot not have.
Because what you got to do though is that those funds will go from Milan company, whatever, to the nonprofit, and then the nonprofit distributes the funds.
Yeah. That's what I want. I want to continue to give back to the people. Like I love giving back to organizations. Y'all call me, we there. But I want to be able to touch.
I want to, I love that hand in hand, right? Yeah,
it's a difference.
100%.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello. Come here, Ocean Dream. Introduce yourself. Go ahead. Right hand, other hand.
This hand. Hi, my name's Ocean Marie. I'm a 5 entrepreneur.
Come over here, baby.
I'm a 5-year-old entrepreneur.
You fly your Milano.
Yeah, she looks so cute.
You want to sit up here, Dream?
Yeah.
With Daddy?
You a 5-year-old entrepreneur?
Hey,
Dreamy.
Say hello, Dream.
Dreamy's 3.
Dreamy, you 3?
And King's 3 too.
And King's 3 too?
Yeah.
Dreamy's birthday is next week. We gotta tell you about that. We're gonna give her a birthday party.
Yeah, we'll pull up.
Okay.
We're gonna be pulling up to your birthday party. Yeah.
Party.
Oh, a slum party. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. So, bro, for her birthday, I'm gonna give the book, and I'm gonna put the book in it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. She won't let that.
So, hey, ladies.
Sit up,
So,
ladies.
tell me about your dad. What's your favorite thing about your dad?
We always go to Kumon.
Mm-hmm.
We always go to ballet class.
Mm-hmm.
We always go to Brigitte.
What do daddies tell you in the morning time? What do he say to you guys in the morning time?
I don't know.
Affirmations?
Affirmation.
What are your affirmations, Ocean? Let me hear you sound. Ocean, sit up. Ocean. Dreamy, let me hear you say your affirmations. Ocean, sit up, Ocean.
Listen, this is the joys of parenthood and fatherhood. Let's say, actually, this is the perfect time.
Camera.
I got you a gift
Uh-oh.
for your dad.
Wow.
So, Neo, you gonna be the first person to get our Milano dad tee. And I feel like this is the perfect t-shirt for you.
No.
The back of it, it says,
No.
check my resume. I lead with love. You provide and protect.
Yep.
You put your family first. You break generational cycles.
Teach by example.
Yeah, you teach by example. You're present,
Hello.
not just posting.
That's good.
I take care of mine. And we put the Proverbs 20, chapter 20, verse 7. The righteous man walks in his integrity, and his children are blessed after him.
Boss.
Thank you so much, bro.
So this is the Father's Day tee. And this is for you, bro.
Thank you so much. Let's go. Ocean, say your affirmations, honey. Thank you. Dreamy, come on, y'all gotta sit up. We're on set. Come on.
It's okay. Listen, it's okay. This is fatherhood, y'all. This is the behind the scenes, okay? Because this is how Zara would be. Oh, let me hear you. Let me see you, Ocean.
Go ahead.
I am a baby.
I'm a billionaire.
Yes.
Leader.
Read it.
Yes.
I am a boss.
Good boss. Mm-hmm.
You a boss?
Daddy.
Yes. Go ahead, Dreamy. All right. Okay, guys. Okay.
Oh, I love that. I hear Dreamy whispering to Ocean in here trying to remind her what else she is. I see.
All right, watch out, guys. Go ahead. Thanks, y'all.
Oh.
Let me guess. Let me guess, Oshi. That's a magnet.
I want a magnet.
That's a microphone. Okay. Go over here.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Good job, girl. Yo, that is just
Crazy.
listen, my cheek just hurt from smiling so hard. Like, hey. It don't look stiff. It don't look like. All right, y'all. So we're at a commercial break because we got to pay the bills. I think that's what they be saying during the podcast. So shout out to Milano Rouge for sponsoring this podcast. We bring to you this Milano Dad Tea. So this is perfect for the dad in your life that leads with love, provides and protects, puts family first, breaks generational cycles, teaches by example, and that's present, not just posting. Check my resume. All right, this is the Check My Resume tea. I take care of mine. So if you got a dad in your life that take care of his, this tea is for him, okay? And if you are a dad that take care of yours, this tea is for you. This is the Milano Dad Tea. We also have this biblical verse, Proverbs chapter 20, verse 7. It says, the righteous man walks in his integrity, and his children are blessed after him. This is the perfect dad tea for the perfect dad in your life. Whether it's your dad, your stepdad, your man, somebody else's dad. Shout Milano Rouge for the daddies.
I appreciate
Your
it.
family, you have the most amazing family and a beautiful wife.
Thank you.
Shout out to
Can't
Tig.
do it without her,
Holding
for
it
sure.
down. Yes, like we ain't gonna listen. Let me tell you something. That woman, can you actually tell them? Because before we go, we'll wrap it up. Tell them the story about the car.
Yeah.
When y'all was driving in a car with no door or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
I think a lot of men,
Yep.
I don't think they understand the value of a wife and a good woman.
Yeah.
You know, like your wife is beautiful. Not only is she beautiful, like her mindset.
Right.
She has a beautiful heart. She looks good. And her mindset is what raises your children.
That's a fact.
This is why your children are so amazing. Yeah. Because her mindset and yours together, like y'all gonna raise some beautiful kids. Tell the story about your wife and how she was there for you from the beginning.
Yeah, so for me, I met my wife at our very last job at the airport. And I always tell people she was making more than me. I was making $9 and something an hour. She was probably making $10 or $11 an hour. This is 14 or 15 years ago. Yeah, probably longer than that. I keep underestimating. It's been a long time or whatever. So we met there. At the time, she was she already had a daughter, so she was in a relationship. So I continued to try. I couldn't do nothing with her. So when she finally broke up, that's when I got with her. And it's just, she been like she's a rider. Like my mom always prayed for that though. Like somebody who's willing to be there for you. Like I can't even till this day, I can't name 10 things my wife has ever asked me for.
Wow.
Like, can you buy me this or can you buy me? Like I literally can't sit here and be like, let me come up with 10 things she asked for. She don't ask for them. So once she don't care about things either, but she's just willing to, she's riding in the dump truck with me with no heat. She's catching the bus to my grandmama house on 52nd and Wyalusing, and then we'll have to go to work from there. Like, it's just like, she's willing to do whatever it takes. Like, we in Paris or different cities handing out like flyers and just all type of things that, you know, I feel like I don't see as much anymore, but just willing to grind, like junk removal jobs with me, moving jobs with me, like whatever it takes. I mean, I used to have cars that the doors didn't work. She had to hop through the freaking window to get into the truck.
Crazy.
I sold her a car actually from the auction. That was for like a stack. I sold her a car. That was crazy. I might have sold her 2 cars. Yo, I was hustling, and she would buy the freaking cars off me. That's before we got deeper in a relationship, but she riding cars. You only could literally one of my trucks. You only could put $3-4 of gas in it at a time. And you had to hop through the freaking window to probably get in the truck. So it's just those type of things that I know most people wouldn't really do. So for me, it's an honor now that my wife don't have to work. It's an honor that I can provide. And I feel like when you get to a certain point, it's your job to provide, right? We got 5 kids. It's like, you can't work. I mean, you can work if you want, but it's a lot. 5 kids is like, it's a lot to do.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And you proposed to her on the Steve Harvey show.
Yeah, on the Steve Harvey
So
show,
dope.
yeah.
So dope.
You know, I don't know if you know Patrice Washington, but I met Patrice and she was like, you know, I won the Hoodie Awards with Steve Harvey, and he's like, man, I'm gonna mentor you right now. Woo, 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 woo. And she was like, basically like, yo, you know, I'm here to help you make those things happen. And if you ever need me, let me know. Mm-hmm. So I was hitting QDZ and all of them up. Can I go do it on Fox? And something told me, let me hit Patrice up. Mm-hmm. I hit Patrice up the next week. We in Chicago for a surprise engagement.
Wow.
Man, off from her, man. So
that's amazing.
My wife still did. She don't know, but that ring they gave us is free. She still got that little ring. Diamonds falling out that joint and everything. I'm gonna upgrade her soon though.
No, listen. Yeah, the upgrade coming.
It's coming. Upgrade coming soon.
Oh, yeah. No, wow. That's amazing.
What's the new diamonds they call it? Master Night? Yeah, but it's like, no, I'm playing. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade it soon. Yeah.
So, okay, yeah. Wow, that's amazing. See, listen, that's what happens when you in the gym.
Yeah.
She was in the gym with you.
Gym, shooting.
And she deserved everything that she got at your birthday party when she was telling that story. Like, it brought tears to my eyes because that is like, people don't see it no more, you know? So I love that.
You think it'll come? I don't know I think it's far too gone. I think it is good women and good men out here, but it seemed like, I don't know, it just seemed, I would be very concerned if I was single now, because I don't know if a woman is trying to be with me because you think I'm popping and got something going on, versus I'm just happy I got my lady. It ain't about no bread. It ain't about now you just, even you. I mean, if somebody try to date you, like, oh, she up, she got it going on. Like, oh, she running the business. Like, it's just, you don't know nowadays. So you got to use a lot of discernment. What Darius say on that? What he say that day on that sermon? Was that the Sixth Sense? I think you heard. Did you hear that sermon?
Are you talking about last week?
No, this about a year ago. But he was talking about the power of the Sixth Sense. But he's basically saying that's normally what your significant other has. Like, it's like
your Sixth Sense.
Yeah, you heard that one?
No, I ain't.
Oh, yeah, you got to hear it. You go watch that.
You wait to let me know which one that is, because that's what I got to hear.
Yeah, that joint was fire for sure. Yeah.
So, okay, 3 things before you go.
Yeah.
I definitely want you to touch on what you just said. You'll be concerned, right? What would you tell people to look for? Because like me, you said like even like me, right? That's something that I could be concerned about too.
Yeah, I would be concerned.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? It's for real.
Listen, I wish I had somebody that was with me in the gym.
Yeah, 100%.
But But yeah, so what I think is, what I see basically is, I feel like a lot of people, they be like, when you reach a certain level of success, they assume, especially for women, right? Like, that you supposed to date the person that's similar to you. And like, or like, they got as much as you, right? Or more. And before, it was like, that's like society, what society wanted. And me being able to obtain anything that I want, I understand that it's not really about financial with me. It's more so what I can't provide, like it's that time. It's not about, so like when people would say like, what you look for in a man, like he got to have this. And it's like, no, I have a specific list of things where it's more about their character, not about what they can do. Now, granted, he has to have something, because I'm not going to date someone that has nothing, because someone that has nothing can make you lose everything.
Right.
So that's a difference, right?
It's good.
So, but he don't have to have as much as me or more than me. It's about what he can. I don't need him to provide things financially. It's other things that he can bring to the table.
But isn't that good if they can though?
It is. It's a blessing.
Yeah.
But it's just a bonus.
So would they move in your house?
It's just a bonus. I got a mansion.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I got a mansion.
Yeah, it's just tough. For me, it would be tough.
Because listen, that's a deeper conversation, huh?
Yeah. For me, like I can't move in with a lady. Like it just like I don't. For me, like I don't know. It'll just be. Nah, I can't do it. I feel like I gotta go make something shape.
But listen, with the right mindset,
you gonna help somebody get to a bag though.
Exactly,
for sure.
But you just got to be willing to do it, right? Yeah. So it's just the right mindset. I feel like so I would date that mindset.
Yeah.
With the right mindset, you can do anything.
I agree.
You could turn 2 shirts into a multi-million-dollar empire with the right mindset.
100%.
Having that right person to back you up, to push you when you feel weak or when you feel like it's
it's like the other things. Like I talked to my man Zoe, his wife Skittles, and I'm like, bro, I couldn't marry your wife. She's on a roll, like she out. Like he like, yo, I love it. She'll be going for like 3 weeks. Get a call tomorrow. I got to go to Tanzania for a month. Like I'm like, I need more at home. And I know she's nurturing all, but she's just on the road. Like I need at home, I need nurturing, so I think you gotta get clear on
what you need,
your
desires.
Like you said, I don't need the paper. It's nice and all that, but I need other things that fits. Yeah.
Good role model for my son. Stuff like that. Like
100%. All of that matter. Like for example, I've just learned about love languages a few years ago when I got therapy. I bought my wife a Lambo truck. And she could, like, I rented the whole, what's that car called? Atlanta Braves Stadium. Like, yeah, but we had on the borders 9 things I love about you. She's crying. We get to the truck, pull it out the box. Like, is that a Nissan? You know what I mean? Like, it's just that it's not her love language. So I'm learning, like, people got to learn what actually motivates, what makes them happy almost. So yeah, but in this time, I mean, for me, it's tough, man. I need somebody willing to go in the gym though.
Right.
Like if you ain't willing to go in the gym, you just on some, I can't help.
Right.
I ain't willing to do, it will never work.
Right.
Like I'm at an event, you helping out at the event. You serving plates, if you come to my events, you gonna see my mom and wife unless they gonna be trying to work. They gonna be trying to help out because that's how we built. We built to really help. But it's just, I'm like, it's tough now in this new society because you don't know what's going on. Like, so I do think it's tough, but someone like you, I feel like getting with somebody or at least on a similar level makes sense. Cause like you just said some game, like if you ain't got nothing, you may be helping me lose it all. Right. Like you ain't got nothing to lose here.
Right. You don't got nothing to
lose.
We
both need to have something to lose in this situation.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's tough. I gotta find somebody that would be, or recommend somebody that is similar. You gotta have something going on. Right. Like some ambition, some, like if I ain't married, like I ain't just, if you ask me for bread, it's over. I talk to homies, week 1, they want bread. I'm like, huh? Can you pay for my hair? What? My wife don't even ask me to pay for that type of stuff. I pay for it, but I'm like, it's not
It's not an ex.
That's for me though. So I think some people like that. Like I'm cashing you out. It just depends. Right. I just work so hard for what I got. It's just hard to just be like,
right,
just cashing people out. It was a grind to get here.
Right. But your wife been there so long that you just want to do it. You know,
100%.
The way she loves it makes you want to do it.
100%.
So I think that's the difference.
And my homie Matt, and I gotta really shout out Matt because before he told me this, it's like, I would throw it in their face sometimes. Like, I pay for this, I do that, whoop, whoop, whoop. And he said, bro, that's what you're supposed to be doing. What you like. So ever since he told me that years ago, like, I'm supposed to provide for my wife and my mom. Mm. That's on me. I ain't on no other gentleman or guy. Like, that's my mom not with anyone that I know of, right? But she not gonna get with somebody because it's gonna be about some bread.
Right.
We good. Like she gonna be all right.
Yo, wait. Can we have an event at the mansion for older people?
Yeah.
For the moms?
Yeah.
For the singles. Yeah. The singles their age.
Okay.
They need love.
It'd be so hard for me to see my mom dating, man. It's like, ugh, it's cringy, but they need love. Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so it's mental health.
Yeah.
June is mental health month for men. I want to get your take on there. Any advice? I know you mentioned you had a therapist.
Yeah.
How'd you find? What made you?
I had a
therapist
for relationships.
Really?
Because I wanted to get better. Right. I think I've never had therapy for relationships, like no premarital stuff, and I recommend people do that. You need, like, I've never learned my wife love language till years ago. Like, I've been with why don't I know these things, right? So now I'm big on assessments, understanding a person's, because it's like, I'm not organized. I'm probably not going to be organized. Mm-hmm. But if that's something that's a deal breaker for you, that's something like I'm able to know that up front. Right. So in business, even now when I'm working with people, hey, I'm a marketer. I'm going to be the guy to do the marketing. I'm going to be the guy to help with the sales. I'm not going to be doing much of the follow-up. I'm not doing the organization of it. I'm not doing a bunch of meetings. I'm not. So now, you know, if you're working with me, here's the guidelines for me.
Right.
It's either let us know if we're going to do something or not. Right. So I've come to learn now, I'll be trying to understand people now. Yeah. But I've never had a regular therapist. And I also don't think, this is another important thing, I like to deal with specialists now. You need to get therapy or therapists based on where you're at. So for you, I'm speaking it, you need to talk to a therapist who understands entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You can't talk to somebody who gives therapy for full-time employees. Right. It won't make sense because we're dealing with two different problems.
And
here.
they won't understand my problem.
Yeah, you won't understand. Milan's in the office. She comes in here and she may don't leave till 9:00, 4 or 5 days a week. Like so you all balance. Yeah, I understand. But you haven't built what she built. It took some effort. So I've come to learn that even with therapy, you got to make sure you're talking to the right person about everything.
Right.
Who's the right person for therapy? Right. Who's the right person for marriage counseling? Who's the right person for? But I, as far as mental health, I do believe people should talk to people about what's going on. Don't hold it all to yourself. You should have conversations on how do you feel? What will make you feel better? I've never had any mental health problems per se. But I do believe you should go communicate with somebody and just get things off your chest.
How is your friend group? Because sometimes people can be around a bunch of people and still feel alone in their thoughts and not really share their feelings. And it's like, do y'all check on each other?
Yeah.
Mental?
Not often, honestly. When you say it's not like we're, hey, how you doing, bro? Like I think sometimes you get accustomed to that. You just got to go make it happen. So it's kind of like, put your chin up. You know what I mean? Like how's things going? Like, actually, I need to just ask, how you doing?
Yeah,
I haven't asked nobody that in a while. Like, how you doing?
So what I would do is challenge you because it's June, Men's Mental Health Month. I'm challenging you to reach out to at least 5 of your friends. Just hang out with them beyond business. Like, what's happening with you? What is your challenge? Like beyond business, like what are you feeling? Some of them may be heartbroken. Some of them may be dealing with trauma from their fathers and their parents. It's just, and the reason why I'm asking is because like the type of woman I am, like anybody who around me, I like to understand them as a person. Like, you're doing an assessment. Part of their assessment is what they're feeling, right?
Yeah.
And when you get around people, you got to mask that. I just feel like sometimes you can't trust people with your vulnerabilities
100%.
either. But I feel like certain people, you got to be their trust factor for them. And I think you are such a great person that people will lean in on you.
Yeah.
I do understand, though, sometimes you can't take on too many people problems because you got so many problems of your own. And you don't really want to create that thing where people just overload you, because it could be a thing. And because I am that person, I get overloaded with so much of it that.
And I don't even really, I guess the thing is, I don't even accept a lot of problems. I don't even be hearing, because I don't be asking, like, yo, what's going on? I'm like removed from certain things. So it's like, but that's good to hear.
You introduced me to Change Church.
Yeah. I introduced a lot of people to change, bro. I be putting people on. Darius and Shamika, I don't think y'all got more people that put people on than me in the church, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
I think we running a race, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'll be bringing people too. But you definitely, you put me on. You put a lot of people on. I just think that because they're such a great they have great leadership. This is a great church.
The best to do it.
Yeah, I think
ain't gonna lie, for sure. Yeah.
And I remember you was telling, I think it was Pink, and you was like, yo, the best pastor ever, he don't got no scandals. And I laughed like, what? Why you say no scandals as if he was supposed to have something? And you're like,
you know how it is out here. It's different out here, man. Well, I feel so good when I bring people there because I know he ain't gonna do nothing wrong. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like he ain't gonna like when it's time for tithes and offers, he ain't gonna beat it down your mind, make you feel bad if you can't. He talk about it for 30 seconds, and that if he even mentioned it. I know it's just, I've never been to a church that give, every week is something different in this church. Revival, Pampers for, like every week I feel good putting my money in that place.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know they go actually doing the work for people.
Right. Yeah. Amazing church. So thank you for introducing me to Change. Like, it changed my life. I'm so happy that you did it. And since
you be texting me sermons like, watch this.
Yeah, so good. You see me talking. I feel like I'm like, dang, who be telling you my business? Yeah. Such a great pastor. Before we go, I just want to ask you, what is your proudest dad moment?
Proudest dad moment, man. I'm proud that my oldest daughter is getting her own place. Like I'm kind of up in the air because she's moving with her boyfriend, so I don't really know yet. But I'm proud that she like, she out, like, and it's on her merit. She don't ask me for nothing. I can't tell you when the last time she go get it out the mud, and I'm like, I respect that. So I'm very proud about that. It might be my proudest moment right now that she buying her own car, getting her own place. Like, she did that. And I think that's that. The other proud moment is just like, guess I'm being present for my children. I got four other little ones now. And just like, I'm providing for them. I feel good about that. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's good. So I did want to just say one more thing. I know earlier you mentioned that, with Destiny, you said that you learned after a while that you could have done a little things better, right? Yeah,
much better. A whole lot. I regret it sometimes for you.
But you only did what you knew at the time.
That's true.
And you got to give yourself grace.
Yeah.
Because you did what you knew at the time. If you knew more about it, you would have done more about it. And maybe once y'all had more kids, it probably exposed to you certain things like, oh, I could have nourished this. But you did what you knew at the time. And I wanted to share that because other people may watch this and I don't want them to feel bad for not doing what they don't know.
Yeah, no,
once you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
It's only an issue when you know better and you don't do better. Yeah. But it's never too late to change.
It's even now, like, I've learned, and this is as I grow up, like, I'm thinking everybody's the same. You know, I grew up with twin sisters, right? Meaning they're twins, not me. And they just seemed the same. Like, they were like the same person almost. So when I grew up, when I had the new kids, only had Destiny, is like every one of my kids now, I got to talk to everyone. Dream is like cautious. I got to talk to her much different than I got to talk. Ocean, where we got to go. I'm on point.
Right.
King is like it. So I'm learning you got to deal with every kid in a different way. Right. So Yeah.
No kid get the same version of you.
That's fact. No, that's a fact right now. Yeah.
Well, I could talk to you forever, but I want to thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate
This
you
was
for
an
having me on
amazing
here.
segment, and I just pray that the impact from this really changed someone's life, at least one life. I feel like we do one life. We're fulfilling God's promise, you know.
That's a fact. So thank you for having me on here.
Thank
It's good. Thank you.